Angel, do we have you?
Yeah, you got me.
What's up? I was like, where did he go? I just spoke to him. How you doing, my
No,
brother,
I don't know
man?
what happened. It went dead for a second there. I'm like, what happened?
Oh man, I'm sorry about that. So tell us, man. First of all, let me thank you for coming on the show, my brother. I know this is your first time on the weekend kickoff mix show, so I'm excited to have you, man. You got some great music out there, and I just want you to tell the people what Angel Man has been up to.
Well, I've been away for a few years, about 2 years. I had some personal things going on, and the music had to take a back seat. But you know, starting around October, November, I got back into the studio, decided to record this new track for everyone, and I have a lot of new music coming out. I'm doing some music for some other people as well, so you're gonna be hearing more of me in the future. That's for sure.
That's amazing, man. And it's good to have you guys all doing so well in the freestyle genre. I keep hearing, on Facebook and everywhere else how 2020 is going to be big. I know we're only in January, and already we've got a couple of songs that are out there that are hot. So I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do for us in 2020, man. So with that being said, man, tell us what's going on. Like, do you have any shows coming up? I know I got a couple of flyers up right now on the slideshow that you got a couple of shows. Tell us all about that.
I do. We have two shows coming up next weekend. As a matter of fact, we'll be celebrating Willie Valentine's 50th birthday, and George Anthony and I we share the same birthday, which is 2 days after Will's. So the three of us we're going to be celebrating our birthdays together. But it really is mainly for to celebrate the 50th birthday of Willie Valentine. We have some great artists performing at both shows. One of them, January 24th at the Aquarius nightclub in Springfield, Mass, and then the 25th of January in Stratford, Connecticut at Joey C's Boathouse. You got to make sure you get to, if you can get to one, get to one. If you can get to both, even better. I know I have some people that are going to be going to both, but both going to be, as far as me performing, each show is going to be different. I have one set for Springfield, and I have another set for Connecticut. So we got some surprises in store. It's going to be a great time. So if you can make it to either one, that's great. If you can make it to both, that'd be even better. But just make sure you come out and celebrate with us and have a good time with us. We got, everyone's got new music coming out. I just dropped Broken Love. George Anthony has a new single coming out, and Will Valentine has a new single coming out as well as Jay Mazur. He has a new single. Jesse B just dropped a single. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of new music. There's going to be a lot of great music, a lot of great artists performing at both. So definitely you want to come on down and celebrate with us.
And you see what I'm saying? You already mentioned like 8 singles that are gonna be coming out, and we're only in January, man. We're gonna kill it this year. It's awesome. Uh, Shirley Gentry, who's on the chat room right now, she says she'll be at Joey C's. I wish I could make
Yes.
it, but I'm glad that we're all celebrating the same thing. Cause come this July, I'm also celebrating my 50th birthday, and we don't get older, we get finer, baby. We gonna get good. All right, man. So let's talk about your first song that I'm gonna be playing, man. We're gonna be playing "Win Back Your Love." Tell us a little bit about that song and what inspired you to do it.
All right. Well, that song there I wrote about 20 years ago, 18 between 18 and 20 years, because my son is 18, and I wrote it for his mom when we were broken up at that time. We wound up getting back together after I wrote that song. So I want to say it's been like 19, 20 years. The story is, we were on and off, going back and forth, and part of it was my fault. I'm man enough to admit that. And I wrote the song, and she listened to it. She accepted me back, and obviously it didn't work out, but I got a great song out of it. That's the way I look at it.
And you tried, right? I mean, that's all we could do is
Exactly.
try.
Exactly.
All right. With that being
Exactly.
said, everybody, here's Angel Mena with "Win Back Your Love."
Into the future.
inside my heart I'm praying that you'd return to me. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm down on my hands and knees. There's just something I want to say. If only you'd hear me out. I was foolish for letting go of the love inside my heart. Girl, I had you right here. I was foolish for letting you go. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to win back your heart. Before you let me go forever, just tell me that you forgave all the wrong that I put you through. I just wish for another way for us to remain as one. I know that's too much to ask after everything that I've done. I just feel it's best to play. Girl, I had you right here. I was foolish for letting you go. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to win back your heart. There are so many things that I wanna tell you, like I love you. I will never again have the chance to win back your love. DJ, come on, come with me.
DJ Racer. Music Lovers Radio. You're tuned in to the number one source for freestyle music. It's the Freestyle Radio.
Many nights you've waited, but I wasn't there for you. I made you cry, I told you lies, things I promised I would never do. Girl, I had you right here. I was foolish for letting you go. Yeah, there is nothing that I wouldn't do to win back your heart. Tell me, girl. There are so many things that I wanna tell you, like I love you. I will never again have the chance to win back your love.
I love the bass on that song. It just elevates and it's great, man. Great job on that song, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, Willie Valentine did the music on that one. That was before I started doing music. And, you know, I owe a lot to Willie Valentine. He helped me out and he taught me a lot of things in this music business and, you know, structuring stuff and just navigating the waters. So I definitely owe that man a lot.
That's awesome. Now let me ask you, Angel. So when you go when you get the call that you're gonna be performing anywhere, it doesn't matter where you're gonna be. You're gonna be in Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, doesn't matter. Do you ever feel like do you always feel like you're excited? Let's go, let's get on the stage and let's party, or are there times where you just like so nervous that you're like, man, I can't do this, but you go out there and still do it?
Well, here's the thing, and not many people know this, but I suffer from anxiety. So getting on stage for me sometimes it's a challenge. But I do it anyway because, you know, my fans love me and I'll do anything for my fans. So, you know, I just suck it up and move forward. You know, I'll have a shot or two, take the edge off, and then I'll go on stage and do what I need to do.
You know what's funny is I too suffer from anxiety. I really do. So every time I have a gig, you know, it's funny because when I do gigs, every gig is different, right? The one that I get all the gigs that I get nervous for are always a wedding. Because, you know, you could fuck up a birthday party and you could just keep on going and everything will be fine. But if you screw up a wedding, that's only a once in a lifetime, right? But once I get going and the nerves get rolling, everything's good. So I feel where you're coming from.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, please. The weddings. Oh my! Me personally, I've never sung at a wedding, and I'll be honest with you, I would be totally scared to death if anyone ever asked me to do a wedding. Because you got to think, this is something that is going to be in their memory forever. So if you screw that up, Oh man, that's really bad.
Right? They're gonna look at you like I'm gonna kill you. Oh man.
Right.
So Angel, man, my brother, man, I'm so happy you're here, man. I'm excited, man. It's good to get you guys to come on my show, right? Because we get a lot of people that come in the show and they interview us, but to have, I got Jay Mazur in a couple of weeks that's gonna come on. He's gonna talk about his new song. And I just love talking to you guys that are doing the what I like to call new school freestyle, man. So I know you can't give us too much about what's gonna happen, but are you working on any type of new music that's gonna be coming out that you could give us a little hint of?
I was just hired yesterday to do a track for somebody. I've got a bunch of stuff. There are remixes coming out for Broken Love. So be on the lookout for that. There's a couple remixes for that will be dropping soon. A couple are done by me. I have one that's being worked on by Willie Valentine. So I mean, we've got a lot of things in the pipeline. He's got, like I said, he's got his single, and there's our entire crew. You know what I mean? Like it's weird because, like I said, I took 2 years off, but I came back and it was like I was never gone. Everybody, Willie, George, Jay Allums, everybody welcomed me back with open arms. We had lunch not too long ago, and it's like I never left. So it's a good feeling to have those kind of people in your corner.
So Angel, when you took the 2 years off, did you in that 2 year period, did you ever contemplate not coming back to music?
I did. I did. It took several people several months to get me to record Broken Love. Only because, like I said, I went through some personal things, and I lost all my love for music completely. There was a time there where I didn't even listen to music for like 4 or 5 months. So it took me slowly. And then, like I said, I had some people in my corner that kept pushing me and telling me, this isn't the way you're not gonna walk away like this. And that's why I came back, because I still have some stories to tell musically. So we're gonna tell those stories. And then if I decide to walk away after those stories, then I'll be okay with that.
Okay, so then I'm gonna ask you the next question. So we're not mentioning any names because we don't do that here. We're just having a good time. But was part of your decision not to come back, when you were thinking of not coming back, did it have to do with personal reasons, or did it have to do with a lot of the drama that's going on in freestyle?
Personal reasons. I don't get mixed up with that drama stuff. That stuff is, to me at least, I've been reading up on everything that's going on, and to me that's just, it's insane, some of the stuff that I've been hearing. But like I said, I don't deal with that stuff. I just let it, whoever's dealing with that, that's their problem. They know why they're having their issues. I let them do whatever they need to do. You know what I mean?
That's a very good answer. I got to tell you, I love that attitude, because you can't get involved in all the drama. I do the same thing. I read everything that goes on Facebook. I don't say nothing, and I don't take any sides, because the minute you start taking sides, then you fall in this trap that is, you can't come out of it. So yeah, so you're doing the right thing. So the next song I want to talk about.
Everybody. The thing is, then the two people beefing, they squashed the beef, and you left on the outside looking in. What's the why? You know what I mean? So,
right. And isn't it always the person that started the beef, the one that walks away, and now you're stuck with the beef?
Exactly. So I leave it alone.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Angel. You're doing the right thing, brother. The next song I want to talk about is "Loving You," man. Tell us a little bit about that one.
So that one I wrote about 9 years ago. That was after my second divorce. And yes, I've been married, and I've been married twice. And I wrote that song. I did the music first, and then, like I said, I needed to tell. When I write stories that I need to get out there. You know what I mean? And that was a story that I felt I needed to say. It was the first production that I did that was released that got attention. Obviously, I did other productions, but that was my first. That was the first Angel Mena single on NSR, and that was the start of NSR. So I mean, that's a big record to me personally, and it will always hold a place in my heart. I mean, it's not a love song because it's not a love song. You know what I mean? It's you know the lyrics. You know, 7 years. That was the time of our love, living a life that wasn't my own. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a happy song, but love isn't always happy. You know, I've had people that have listened to that song and they reach out to me and they're like, you know, that song spoke to me, and things like that are why I came back. You know, hearing those kind of stories. So.
Yo, with that being said, let's listen up. I'll let everybody listen to the song and interpret what comes to your head when you listen to it. Everybody, loving you, Angel Mena.
DJ Racer. One source for freestyle music. It's the Freestyle Radio. Music Lovers Radio.
That was the time of our love. Living a life that wasn't my own. What was I thinking of? You claim that it's my fault that we fell apart. If you're searching for someone to blame, look in the mirror for a start. Loving you is something that I wish I never knew. Regretting every moment I spend with you. Why don't you just leave me alone? 'Cause I won't be coming home. You're talking slick, 100 miles away on the phone. Why don't you go tell your friends in the end it was you? You're the reason you're all alone. I can't believe I stayed for so damn long. No matter how much you tell me you changed, I know it's still the same. I will play this game. Loving you is something that I wish I never knew. Regretting every moment I spend with you. Why don't you just leave me alone? 'Cause I won't be coming home.
Hey, we are
Planet Patrol.
You're listening to
DJ Racer.
FreestyleRadio.com. Yeah, he's sharp too.
Loving you. Loving you is something that I wish I never knew. Regretting every moment I spend with you. Why don't you just leave me alone? 'Cause I won't be coming home. Loving you is something that I wish I never knew. Regretting every moment I spend with you. Why don't you just leave me alone?
Angel said, "Leave me alone."
Loving you is something that I wish I never knew. Regretting every moment I spend with you. Why don't you just leave me alone? 'Cause I won't be coming home.
That was dope. And another song, I mean, you love deep bass, man. I love the bass on all your songs, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, I mean, I love the song, and I mean, I love it. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people may look at it the way they want to look at it, but I'm only listening to the beat and the melody, and I love it. You did a great job, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All right, so let me ask you when you mentioned earlier, because I like to ask all the artists this, because I like to pick their brains, that you have a couple of remixes coming out for Broken Love. How do you decide, Angel? There's so many people out there basically that just want to be producers, and everybody wants to make the remixes. How do you decide who gets to make the remix of your song?
I work with a small group of people. So, I mean, generally it's within that small group. I mean, other people, you know, I'm more than happy to work with anybody really. I don't have any problems with any producers that I know of, unless they have a problem with me. But I don't have any problems with anybody. So I mean, it's just a matter of getting together and vibing and figuring out what we want to do. You know what I mean? As a group.
Absolutely. And now in 2020, are you going to be collaborating with anybody that basically we should know of?
I don't have anything to report right now because everything's still in its infancy. But you will be hearing more of me in 2020, whether it's singing or whether it's producing. I know there is a new vocal image track coming out, and it's actually going to have a different lead singer on it as opposed to what you're used to. I know you guys are used to me being the lead singer on vocal image, but we actually got Rudy Fausto doing a track with us as vocal image. So we got that. I can speak to that. That I know we're working on right now. So.
I love my boy Rudy Fausto, man. He's another one, man. I interviewed him, and I think that interview went for about an hour, man. We just went off talking about music. He's a good cat. I like it. I like that guy a lot.
He's a great guy. He's got a heart of gold, and whatever he asks. He's one of the few people that I've done work with him in the past. He did some stuff with me, and he's one of the people that I love working with, and I'm just glad that we're going to continue to work together.
Now, is there anyone that you would like to work with that you may be trying to get in hold of or contact that you just have to do a song with in 2020?
Oh man, that list is long. That list is very long.
But okay. So we all got a list, right? Everybody has a list of what they want to do
Yeah,
and who they want to work with, right? But there's
right.
always, no matter what you say, there's always somebody that's always on top of that list, and it's like you got to do it. It's kind of like in your bucket list. So who would that be?
And honesty, and out of everyone that I would love to work with, and I've been a huge fan of them, of her actually since, oh my God, people that know me know I love her sound. I love the way she sings. JD, just hearing her, I know she doesn't really record that much anymore, but I would love to work with her. She's amazing. She did some stuff recently with Shy, and just hearing her voice, it gave me chills. I love the way she sounds. So I'm a big JD fan. So if I were ever able to work with anyone, and I know it sounds weird because people would probably think, George Lamont, KL from TKA, for me, she's the one. She's the one that I would love to work with. I mean, I would love to work with either one of those other guys. You know what I mean? But for her, I would love to do something with her, definitely.
That's amazing. And now, when you're gonna do new music in 2020, are you gonna try to stick to the freestyle genre, or are you maybe thinking of getting out of that and maybe doing a little something else?
No, my heart's with freestyle, and a lot of people, they want to down it and they want to belittle it and talk and whatever. But you've got people that are still, there are people still releasing freestyle records. You know what I mean? You've got the George Anthony and George Lamont record that recently came out. There's a new TKA record coming out. There is Stevie B has a new album coming out. So I mean, the mainstays are recording new music. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's going away. It's I don't think it's ever going to completely die. I can't see it completely dying because there are still people coming out with new stuff. You know what I mean?
I just see with me the new freestyle. I wish it was a little bit more mainstream because the problem is a lot of like I'll give you an example. I work right, and I work in a big studio. I work for NBC Universal, right? And every now and then I'll run into somebody that I'll tell them, hey, by the way, I DJ at a station and my show's on Friday. You may want to stop by and check it out. And they ask, well, what type of music you play? And I say I play freestyle. And the first thing that comes to their head, they think is hip hop. Because people freestyle into hip hop. And I go, no,
Right.
it's not. And then I'll pull out my phone and I'll play something for them, and they'll listen to it, and they go, "Oh my God, that's really dope. It's really good," but they've never heard it before. So there has to be a way where we can mainstream freestyle, and I'm talking about when I say freestyle, I'm talking about the new freestyle. Mainstream it so that we get it into people's ears more, because I think if more people are able to listen to the new freestyle, I think they'll like it and follow it more. But the problem is they've never heard about it.
Well, a big part of that is the infighting. Unfortunately, the infighting brings everything down. You know what I mean? People, if we can somehow unify everybody, and honestly, a big part of that is social media, because the infighting has been happening since the beginning. The problem is that social media has amplified it. Social media lets everyone know everything. So I think we just, as artists, we need to kind of, and it's going to sound crazy, but we got to kind of close the curtain a little bit. You know what I mean? There's no mystery. There's no mystique to the artists anymore. You know what I mean? It's not the same. So we need to create the sense of importance to our music in order for other people to take us seriously.
I agree with that 100%. So now we're going to talk about the highly anticipated of the night, Broken Love. Talk to us about that and tell us what inspired that song.
All right, so that record right there, it's one of those things where like I said, I did the song, and it's a story that I wanted to tell because, it's something that I went through. You don't expect, I'm with someone now, obviously. I'm sure everyone knows that. It's one of those things where, art imitates life. That's all I gotta say, really. Listen to the lyrics, and art. It's one of those things.
All right, so let's hear it. Everybody, Broken Love, Angel Mena.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Angel Mena, and you're listening to the Freestyle Radio with DJ Racer.
It's our time.
DJ Racer exclusive.
Not wanting to let go, no longer cold, rejecting our past lives. Now we see the hurt was meant to be. 'Cause if it never happened, there's no way you'd give your heart to me. I'm letting go of the past, so you and I can fill this home with love. It's our time, we deserve to believe this is the way. In my heart and my soul, you and I will never fade. Broken hearts heal one another, filled with hope. We make it to this day. I want you to know that the hurt is gone. No amount of words, not a single song. I believe you are the one. There's no doubt, the one that's meant for me. Is you, my love. Thank you for the light. While the world is dark, you shine so bright.
You're tuned in to the Weekend Kickoff Mix Show with your host, DJ Racer. You're listening to another DJ Racer exclusive.
I'm letting go of the past, so you and I can fill this home with love. It's our time, we deserve. I believe this is the way. In my heart and my soul, you and I will never fade. Broken hearts heal one another, filled with hope. We make it to this day. I want you to know that the hurt is gone. No amount of words, not a single song. I believe you are the one. There's no doubt, the one that's meant for me. Is you, my love. Thank you for the light. While the world is dark, you shine so bright. Broken hearts, filled with hope. I want you to know that the hurt is gone. No amount of words, not a single song. I believe you are the one. There's no doubt, the one that's meant for me. Is you, my love. Thank you for the light. While the world is dark, you shine so bright.
Angel, congratulations on that song. That song is beautiful, man. Honestly, it's just downright a beautiful song.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I put my heart and soul into that one. Like I knew it was my comeback record, so I needed to make sure that I came out swinging, from the gate. So I like I said, I put the beat together, and then I wrote that song. I'll be completely honest with you. It took me 20 minutes to write that song because, like I said, life imitates art. It was what I was living and what I was going through. So I put pen to paper.
So it's you make beautiful music. We know that, man. You got a great voice. I want to congratulate you on all your success. I hope you continue to
Thank you.
kill
I
it.
appreciate it.
I want to take this time to thank everybody that made today happen. We got the Freestyle Radio, Music Lovers Radio, SGR Records. We got Vibe 24/7. By the way, we got my man DR1 who said what's up to you. We got Classic
What's up?
407, Extreme Mix Radio, UBM, Canadian Freestyle Music, and more. Freestyle Free for All. Of course, we got Shirley and Say a lot of promotions. We got Bella Fedora Entertainment. We got Kohler Promotions, and we got the agency. I want you to take this time, Angel, and I want you to give shout out to whoever you want to give a shout out to. The microphone's all yours.
I definitely want to give shout outs first and foremost to the fans who didn't abandon me while I was away, those who stuck by my side and waited for me to come back. Without you, I wouldn't be doing any of this. Your support and your love makes me continue to want to do this music, makes me want to fight and continue to just be creative and do everything that I can to make sure that you guys get the best of me and the best of what I have as far as the music. I want to send a shout out to all the people that have worked with me and will be working with me in the near future. I want to thank all the DJs like yourself who continue to spin the freestyle music. People say it's a dying genre, but it's not. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. You know, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my lady. She's in the chat room. She's listening right now. She's cracking jokes earlier. It's okay. But I want to thank everyone again for tuning in and listening to me and listening to my story. I appreciate it.
And once again, brother, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I know it's Friday night and you took the time to come out and hang out with us. So I appreciate that. And just know that anything you need from us, you can let myself or Shirley know, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate. I've known Shirley for a while, and she's always had my back. So, when Chad approached me about doing an interview and told me to reach out to her, it was a given. It wasn't anything that I had to even think about. You know what I mean? Like I said, she's had my back for a while. And I know Chad plays, he's had my back as well, and you. So, the people that support me, I support them. And, we take care of each other. That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely, and I want to give a shout out to your lady Jessica, who is on the chat room, and I'm glad she's cracking jokes because if you know, for those of us that suffer from anxiety, when you laugh, it makes everything feel so much better. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Angel, my brother, you have yourself a wonderful weekend. Once again, thank you for coming on the show and keep banging out those hits, and I promise we'll keep playing them.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, brother?
You too, Papa. Have a great weekend.
All right, later.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody.